is also a current affair with reference to Fugitive Economic Offenders Bill 2018. Consider the following statement. Now try to understand that. Now it is recently in April. Now the government have come with this. In March the government have introduced this bill, but in April the government through an ordinance have passed, and now it is a law now. Okay, so through an ordinance, and obviously in the next session the government have to replace the ordinance and make it an act. So presently it is a law through an ordinance. So that's not that important, but you need to know the features of this Fugitive Economic Offenders law now. Presently that it is a law now. So before answering this question, we will try to see the important features of this Fugitive Economic Offenders Bill 2018 now, which is an ordinance. Means through an ordinance now it has become a law. Now it is not a bill. So as per this Fugitive Economic Offenders law, it says that, okay, now try to understand that this, what do you mean by, so you need to know here who is an economic offender. Those people who are economic offenders are those who have violated certain economic laws like Companies Act, etc. Now who is a fugitive? Fugitive who is hiding, who are hiding. Okay, so classical example of a fugitive is Nirav Modi, then that Kingfisher person, Vijay Mallya, etc. Okay, so in order to deal with such type of people, okay, they will make, they become economic offender by violating the economic laws of the country, and then they fly out of the country to escape Indian law. The government have come up with this law. So this law will lay down measures to deter. See, this law will deter economic offenders from evading the process of Indian law. So now what these people are doing, they are evading the process of Indian law by remaining outside the jurisdiction of Indian court, by staying away. Okay, so the cases now, so that is the purpose of this bill, okay, to deter economic offenders from escaping the Indian law by remaining outside the jurisdiction of Indian courts. Now this is a very, very important point. Okay, this law will be applicable only when the total value involved in such economic offences, rupees 100 crore and above. If it is below 100 crore, this law will not be applicable. Okay, so that is a very important. 100 crore and above is the trigger, and the bill makes provision for a special court under the Prevention of Money Laundering Act. A special court will be created for what? So the special court have a very important role in declaring a person as a fugitive economic offender. So only this special court have the right to declare a person as an economic offender who is a fugitive as fugitive economic offender. So once this special court declare an offender as a fugitive economic offender, then the government have right to do many things, especially in attaching his property, in confiscating his property, in disentitling him in for any legal civil claim, etc. So that we'll see it. Okay. So now we'll see how this law is applicable. Okay. So anyway, if the government want the special court to declare an offender, a fugitive as a fugitive economic offender, what it have to do? It have to apply before this special court for a declaration. So first the government have to apply for a declaration by the special court that an individual is a fugitive economic offender. So once the court declare a person as a fugitive economic offender, the government have the right to attach the property. It can confiscate the property of this individual who is declared as a fugitive economic offender, especially from those this property which have been the proceeds of crime, as well as not only the confiscation of the property from the proceeds of crime, it can also confiscate the property of the offender, fugitive economic offender, his other properties also, including his binami property. And this is a very important point. Okay, once a fugitive economic offender is declared by the special economic court, he will lose any, means he will not get any right from defending any civil claim. So he cannot defend any civil claim If his property is confiscated or if his property is attached, he will not, you can't claim any civil claim because he have been disentitled from any civil claim under the this law. Now, if he want to go for civil claim, if he want to defend himself, then what he have to do under this law, it says that he have to come back to India. If he come back to India, and submit before the court for a normal court proceeding, then this law will not be applicable from that time onwards. So if this law is not applicable, our purpose is to bring back these fugitive economic offender. But they have to come back. If they don't come back, their properties will be confiscated. Okay. Now, under this law, an administrator for this purpose will be appointed by the sender to manage and dispose of all the confiscated property under this particular act. So these are the salient features, and if a question comes, now you can easily answer it. I will try to solve this question. See, under this law, now it is a law, now it's not a bill. Under this law, the Ministry of Finance can declare a person as fugitive economic offender. That's a wrong statement. It's not Ministry of Finance, it is a special court created for this purpose can declare a person as a fugitive economic offender. So first statement is wrong. The cases where the total value involved in such offences 500 crore or more will come under the purview of this law. No, that is also wrong. Why? It is 100 crore or more. So both statements are wrong. So your answer comes as D, neither one nor two.